Welcome everyone to our weekend analysis this evening. And today the markets have closed, and this is when we are analyzing the markets and seeing what we can expect next week. So before we begin, just want to let you all know that we have a few promos running, starting with the Instant Pro, where you get 35% off using the promo code PRO35, and the Instant Prime, where you get 35% off using the promo code Prime35, and the Instant Classic, where you get 40% off using the promo code Classic40. Then we also have the Instant Light, where you get 30% off using the promo code Light30. And lastly, we have the Challenges, giving you 20% off using the coupon code Challenges20. So make sure you grab yourself an account before this promo ends on the 26th of April at 11:59 CET. So without further ado, let us jump into our analysis this evening, starting first off with the dollar index. So the dollar index literally started off well in the week. We expected it to go up, but it didn't go up that strongly. So right now it just pushed quite a bit up, close to 99, and then it pulled back slightly to the 98.47 level. So we're hoping next week we can continue this move and make a new high, and even probably fill up this remaining gap, and then even continue higher and reach 101. So this is what we can anticipate for next week. Then euro dollar almost in the same category, though we don't have a huge gap. I believe the gap should be this one here, where the market pushed up. So this is what they call a fair value gap or something. Yeah, so this is where it seems the market is being attracted to and coming all the way down. But we also have a pin bar right here, so it could be coming all the way down there as well. But our target is around 1.1500. So we are also expecting this to like pull back from here next week, and then probably make a new low right below here and then continue all the way to 1500. Then dollar yen. Dollar yen has been consolidating for a bit right here, and we are still waiting for it to push all the way up. Sentiment still says that we have very few buyers and the pressure is towards the upside. So let's wait and see how far this goes. Then pound yen. Pound yen, we were very close to the target. But at least we started off the week really good, where we continued pushing up strongly. So probably next week we could be seeing our final target being hit around 216. Then dollar Mexican. Dollar Mexican pushed all the way down. The week started, it started pushing all the way up. And right now we are pushing back down. So probably next week we could even be seeing ourselves come all the way down here. And I believe next week should be NFP, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just quickly check the calendar. Look at the chat. Gaston, how you doing? Prashan. Gaston says he was trapped this week with gold. Let's see here. So, no, unfortunately, there isn't any NFP this next week, but it will be the week after on May 80th. So, that is when we are having NFP. So, let's get ready for that. So, coming back to what I was saying, yes, so the dollar right now seems to be weak. So Mexican peso might actually be coming all the way down here to the 1700 level. But once it does that, we could be seeing ourselves even come down to exactly $17 for, or rather, 17 peso for a dollar. So that is what we can anticipate for the coming days and weeks. Then CAD Swiss pushed strongly to the downside, but unfortunately, it seems to be pulling back, and this just already seems like a head and shoulders reversal, which is already completed. But the question is, will it continue to drop even further? That is what we are anticipating. Will it continue dropping further, or will it hit our stop loss there? We are yet to see. Then let's move over to pound dollar. So pound dollar came up. The week started, it continued pushing down, and then it managed to end the week strong at least. So meaning we still have hope to come all the way to 1.38. Everything seems to be aligning quite well. There doesn't seem to be any major shifts in the market, even though this non-ceasefire keeps on going up and down, but it seems pound dollar is a bit stable here, especially since there have been multiple attempts of a reversal where we kind of had head and shoulders here for the first one. This was the second one, and then this seems to be pushing all the way up correctly, and we might actually be right about there next week. And the week after, maybe by NFP time, we could be close touching 1.38. Then let's finally look at gold here. So gold has also been consolidated, but it's still on the en route. We have been holding this since like the end of March, and we are clocking a month here. So we are definitely heading to our final target, which is 5,000. We are getting there. We're getting there. We had a gap here as we started off Monday. We slightly filled it, about 99% filled, and then we continued dropping it down to the bottom. Next week, we are still hoping we could recover from this and probably take out these lower highs and finally come all the way to 5,000. So this is what we're anticipating for next week. Then NAS 100 continues pushing up. It couldn't even give us a chance to pull back into this area. So we try again. We shouldn't rush this whatsoever. So next week, I do think we might come back to 2614 into this area and then possibly push further up, maybe to 28,000. I think NAS 100 could push further even there. So we come all the way down to 26,700, then going all the way to 28,000. So that is what I'm anticipating for next week. And then maybe we can have our stop loss just right below the previous low here. And this could be a nice fall to one for next week. So hopefully this actually works out. And then let's move lastly to the cryptos. So crypto right now, we're looking for a sell, and we banked on the fact that it doesn't go past 81,000 and it's still holding. So I still think we are still en route to 60,000. Hopefully this holds as well. Ethereum, same thing. We're still holding, and we finally broke right through here. This was our like sell order. Finally broke through that, and we can now adjust our stop loss just right above this previous high. So let's say about 2,500 could be a nice stop loss level. Take profit still at 1,700. So this is what we anticipated on Ethereum, and we still have very few people selling on Ethereum, even though if we look at the greater picture here, this was the great drop early of this year, and we have not really recovered yet. This just still points that we are going down on Ethereum, and we need to get ready for it, even though there has been a lot of noise and consolidation moving upwards. But most definitely there might be that shocking news like what happened here, where this will continue to tumble. So it's more like shock, consolidation, and then another shock. So that's what we might actually be seeing. So let us get ready for this move to finally happen. If not, 2,500 is our last level, then possibly then the market might actually be finally reversing for the first time after a long time, for almost 6 months now. Right. So this is where we conclude. But lastly, Gaston, as always, you always like to look at US 30. So let's look at US 30 for you. So US 30, we got filled here as we said last week, and we're still en route to 50,000. So that is what we are still anticipating for next week. So next week we might actually be coming all the way here to 50,000, or we might have a pullback into this area first before we actually go all the way up. Oh yeah, Prashant, you are asking what strategy I follow. It's basically breakout and retest. That's what I actually follow. Gold hasn't really been stuck. It has been having its moves to the downside, more like a pullback, and we might actually be seeing some movement next week as well. And we had news, it's just that it's not the news that would have propelled gold to the upside. Still bullish on gold and still waiting for it to reach 5,000. So keep holding, guys. 5,000 is the go. 5,000 is the go. Yeah. Right. So, any other questions before we wrap up? So, once again, we have promos running, which is an Instant Pro using the promo code PRO35, Instant Prime using the promo code PRIME35, and Instant Classic using the promo code Classic40, Instant Light using the promo code Light30, and Challenges using the promo code challenges20. This offer ends on the 26th of April at 11:59 CET. So make sure you grab yourself an account before this promo ends. Right, so I'll give everybody at least 2 minutes before we conclude. That is what we are on here. So just drop your questions in the inbox, or rather the comment section, and I will get back to you. Okay. Prashant, you say, sir, means have to buy a real gold at what price is best to buy? Well, right now it seems to be a good price to buy since it pulled back and the week ended negative even after that gap. So now would be a good time. Probably Monday comes in, but 5,000 is definitely an area we are looking to come up to. It's a key area of interest right now. So that is our final target there. And then from there, um, Gaston, you seem bereaved. Gold obey him. Yeah, most of the times I have called on gold really well. Even the time when it dropped to the bottom, gold did follow through. Yeah, we saw that drop before it actually happened. So that's why I said it's just simple support, resistance, breakout, retests, just like that, and you nothing more to it. Nothing about fair value gaps and all those smart money concepts, none of that. So yeah, it's just pure technicals on the charts that has been working since the 90s. Giveaway, Prashant, most possibly after next week. We are running the NFP giveaway, but we are also working on doing more giveaways. So just keep in touch with our Discord. In our Discord, you will definitely find more info there in regards to giveaways that we might be running. All right, guys, thank you all for joining me this evening on our live analysis on the market as the markets have closed. I hope you have a jolly good weekend and you also are profitable next week. And this is where I sign off, and happy trading.